and welcome to SonicSage English. I'm Julia, and today we are going to talk about something very special. It is something many learners ask about. We will talk about how to think in English, how to make your brain think directly in English, not just translate from your language, but to have your thoughts, your ideas, start in English. This can feel very hard, I know, but today, I will give you a simple plan, a step-by-step plan to help your brain. We will do it together, slowly and with a lot of kindness. Thank you so much for choosing to be here. Thank you for giving your time to learn. You are doing something wonderful for yourself. If you enjoy our time together today, please think about subscribing or following the podcast. It helps other learners just like you find us, and it means you will not miss our next episode. I am always so curious. Where are you listening from today? It is amazing to think we are all connected through English. Thank you for being a part of this global family. Okay, are you ready? Let's begin. Part 1. Understanding the problem. First, I want you to think about something. Do you ever have an English conversation? Someone is talking to you. They are speaking in English, but you are not really listening. Why? Because your brain is very busy. You are in your head. You are translating every single word. You hear an English word, and your brain quickly finds the word in your language, word by word by word. It feels like a lot of work, right? Then it is your turn to speak. Oh no, you feel a little scared, a little nervous. You freeze. You stop. You speak very slowly. You wait a long time before you speak. Why does this happen? It happens because you are busy inside your head. You are trying to build a perfect sentence, but you build it in your native language first. Your first thought is not in English. Then, after you have the sentence in your language, you try to translate it word for word back into English. While you are doing all this work, the other person is just waiting. They are looking at you, and there is silence. That silence can feel so long. It can feel like forever. If you know this feeling, I want you to know you are not alone. So many people feel this way, and you are in the right place. This podcast is for you. This habit of translating in your head, it is the biggest reason you do not feel fluent. It is like a big wall, a wall between you and confident English. This is not about being smart. You are very, very smart. This is not about your talent. You have so much talent. This is just a habit, a mental habit, a habit in your mind, and a habit can be changed. You have the power to change it. In this episode, I will not give you just a few small tips. No, I will give you a full training system. Step by step, we are going to help your brain learn a new way, a better way. We will break the old habit of translating, and we will build a new habit, a powerful habit, the habit of thinking directly in English. By the end of our time together, you will have a clear plan, a plan you can start using today, right now, to finally break down that wall forever. So let's start with the first big idea. Let's understand why. Why is translating in your head a problem? When you understand the why, the solutions will make so much sense. The steps will feel easy and clear. So, what is happening in your brain when you translate? Every time you translate, you make your brain do two jobs. Double the work. Think about it. Job number 1. You need to create your idea in your native language. You think about what you want to say in your own language. That is the first job. Job number 2, your brain must be a dictionary and a grammar book. It has to search for the right English words. It has to check the sentence structure. It tries to put all the pieces together correctly. That is the second job. So you are not just speaking. You are doing 2 big jobs at the same time. It is like doing difficult math in your head during a conversation. It is very, very hard. Imagine you are in a race. You are trying to run, but before every step you take, you must first describe the step in a different language. You think, okay, now I will lift my left leg. Now I will bend my knee. Now I will push with my right foot. By the time you finish describing your one step, the other runners are at the finish line. They have already won the race. This is exactly what happens in your English conversations. The conversation moves on, and you are left behind, stuck in your head. This double work is a big problem for your English. It has 4 big sad effects. Let's talk about them slowly so you can see them clearly. First, as you know, it makes your speaking very slow, and you hesitate a lot. You pause for a long time. A normal, natural conversation is fast. It flows like a river. There are not long, strange pauses between every sentence. When you are busy translating, you cannot keep up. You cannot match the speed. You cannot flow with the river. You are always trying to catch up, and the conversation moves farther and farther away from you. This can make you feel sad and left out. Second, it creates unnatural sentences, sentences that just sound wrong. Every language is different. Every language has its own music, its own way of building sentences. When you translate word for word, your sentence might be grammatically correct, but it sounds strange to a native speaker. For example, in many languages you might say something like, I have cold. But in English, the natural way to say this is, I am cold. Or maybe in your language you say, I have 25 years. This is a direct translation, but the natural English way is, I am 25 years old. These small things show that you are translating. They break the flow of the conversation. They make it less natural. Third, it is so tiring. It is mentally exhausting. Imagine your brain has a little battery, running this translation program all the time. It uses up all your battery power. It is draining. Your brain is not focused on the person you are talking to. It is not focused on your wonderful ideas. No. All its energy is going into this stressful job. The job of checking grammar. The job of searching for words. This is why you feel so tired after a short English conversation. It feels like you took a very hard test at school. This pressure is what makes you feel nervous and tired. And finally, the fourth thing. This one is so important, it ruins your listening. When someone is speaking to you in English, if your brain immediately starts to translate what they say, you are not truly listening. By the time you finish translating their first sentence in your head, they are already speaking their third sentence. You missed the second sentence completely. You missed important information. And now you feel lost. You feel confused. This makes you feel even more nervous. It is a sad circle of confusion and fear. So what is our goal? Our goal is not to get faster at translating. No. Our goal is to fire the translator to say goodbye to that job. The goal is to make English the main language for your brain. When you are in an English situation, it is about teaching your brain to see the world through English directly, just like you do with your native language. When you see a tree, you just think, tree in your language. You do not translate it from another language. We want that for your English. And I have wonderful news for you. This is not a magic power. You are not born with it. It is a skill, and a skill is something you can learn. You can learn this, I promise. You have the power to build this skill, and we will do it step by step. Part 2. The simple rules for a new habit. So how do we do this? How do we really start to change our brains? Well, it is not magic, and it does not happen in one day. It is a training process like exercise for your mind. This training is built on 5 simple ideas, 5 core principles. Think of these as your map, your guide for the journey. They will help you understand every practical step we take. The first idea is the most important one. It is listen to a lot of English. Your brain is a machine that finds patterns. It learns by seeing and hearing things many, many times. To build an English brain, you need to be around English, English that you can understand. This means listening to English every day and reading English every day. The more your brain hears and sees natural English, the more it starts to understand the patterns on its own without needing to translate. The second idea is to start with simple words. So many learners try to say big, complex things at the start. They try to build a long, perfect sentence in their head. They feel stressed, and then they go back to translating because it feels safer. We need to fight that feeling. The rule is very simple. A short, easy thought said directly in English is 1,000,000 times better than a complex thought you have to translate. We will start with just one word, then tiny sentences. Being fluent does not start with sounding smart. It starts with being clear and direct. The third idea is make English only connections. This is the heart of everything we are doing. From now on, your job is to connect English words to things you can see, to images, to feelings, to actions. We want to connect English words directly to the world, not to words in your native language. When you see a chair, the goal is for your brain to just think chair, not to see the chair. Think of your word for it and then think chair. We are building a new road in your brain, a road where English is connected directly to life. No middleman, no translation. The fourth idea is practice a little every day. Consistency over intensity. Your brain learns new habits with small, repeated actions, not with one big, heroic effort. Studying for 8 hours on one Saturday and then doing nothing for 2 weeks is not very effective. It is much, much better to practice for just 15 minutes every single day. It is the daily habit that really changes your brain. We want a small, easy habit that you can really do. Something that is not stressful, because that is what creates real, long-lasting change. And the fifth and final idea is be kind to yourself. Have a low, fear, mistake, friendly mindset. The fear of making a mistake. This is what keeps so many people quiet. But being quiet is the enemy of fluency. It stops your progress. You cannot train your brain to think in English if you never let it practice. You must accept that you will make mistakes. It is okay. You will sound strange sometimes. You will search for words. That is not a sign of failure. No, it is a sign that you are learning. It is a sign that you are growing. Fluency is not born from being perfect. It is born from thousands of messy, imperfect, and brave tries. You have to give yourself permission to be a beginner. It is a beautiful and powerful place to be. So these are our 5 guiding ideas. 1. Listen to a lot of English. 2. Start with simple words. 3. Make English only connections. 4. Practice a little every day. And 5. Be kind to yourself and your mistakes. These ideas are our philosophy. They are our map. Now let's turn them into a clear step-by-step training plan. Are you ready? Let's go. Part 3. The step-by-step training program. Okay, this is where the real fun starts. This is the how. We are going to walk through 6 simple, powerful steps. These steps will train your brain. They will teach it to think directly in English. Think of this as your workout plan, a workout plan for your mind. Each step builds on the last one, and together they create a wonderful system for change. Let's start with step 1. Step 1. Label your world in English. This first step is very simple but very important. We are going to break the most basic translation habit, the habit of seeing something and thinking of the word in your native language first. We want to make a direct link, a connection between the world around you and the English language. Here's how you do it. It is so easy. As you go through your day, just start naming the things you see in English silently in your head. Look at your desk right now and think in English. Laptop, screen, keyboard, mouse, cup, phone. Do not think of the word in your language first. Just see the object and connect it directly to the English word. See the cup. Think cup. See the phone. Think phone. This might feel too simple. You might think, this is for children, but it is so important. You are training the most important connection. Object, English word. You are removing the translator. You can do this anywhere. When you are in your kitchen, think table, chair, water, plate, window. When you are outside, think tree, car, house, sky, bird. Once the single words feel easy, you can make them a little longer. You can make short phrases. Instead of just window, think the big clear window. Instead of just keys, think my car keys. You see, it is still very simple, but you are starting to build small descriptions. And you are not translating, you are creating them directly in English. Now, to make this even more powerful, you can try the sticky note method. This is fun. Get some small pieces of paper, like sticky notes, write English words on them, and stick them on things in your home. Walk to your door, write the word door on a note, and stick it on the door. Go to your mirror, write mirror on a note, and stick it on the mirror. Go to your refrigerator, write refrigerator on a note, and stick it on the refrigerator. Do this for many things in your house. Bed, lamp, sofa, television, book. But this is the important part. Do not just put them there and forget them. No. Every time you see the note, say the English word in your head, or even better, whisper it. Say it very quietly. Every time you open the refrigerator, you will see the word and you will think refrigerator. You are creating many small learning moments all day long. This constant, gentle reminder makes the connection automatic. Your brain will learn without trying. So here is your first small challenge. Start right now. As you are listening to my voice, look around you. Silently in your head, name 5 things you see in English. Maybe you see a chair, table, lamp, book, wall. That's it. You did it. You have already started step 1. Wonderful. Now let's go to the next step. Step 2. Think in simple sentences. In step 1, We connected objects to single English words. Now it is time to start building sentences. Simple, short sentences. This step has one very important rule. Are you ready for the rule? A simple sentence you create directly in English is always better than a complex sentence you have to translate. Let me say that again. A simple sentence in English is better than a perfect sentence that you translate. We must fight the need to be perfect. The desire to say something long and impressive. No, we will focus on being direct and simple. The goal is to make your brain comfortable. Comfortable forming complete thoughts in English, even very, very basic thoughts. So where do we start? We start with your common everyday feelings and needs, the things you think about all the time. When you wake up in the morning, what is your first thought? Maybe in your language you think, "Oh, I am so tired. I need to get up and make coffee." From now on, try to form the simplest English version of that thought. Force yourself gently. Think, "I am tired. I am hungry. I need water. It is cold today." These are the building blocks. They are like the bricks of a house. They are small but so strong. Let's think of more examples all through your day. When you are thirsty, think, "I need a glass of water." When you feel happy, think, "I feel happy right now." When you look outside, think, "The sky is blue or it is raining." When you are about to leave your house, think, "I am going to work now." Do you see how simple these are? We are not writing a beautiful poem. We are just starting the engine. The English thought engine in your brain. This is so powerful because you are building a new habit. The habit of using English patterns first, not your native language patterns. When you get comfortable with these simple sentences, you can expand them just a little bit. For example, "I am hungry." This can become, "I am hungry. I will make lunch." The thought, "I need vegetables," can become, "I need to buy vegetables for dinner." The thought, "I am going to work," can become, "I am going to work. I have a meeting at 10 a.m." Do you see how we are growing? We start with a solid, simple brick. Then we add another small brick, one by one. You are like a small child learning to speak. A child does not start with long, complex sentences. No. A child starts with, "Want milk." Then, "I want milk." Then, "I want more milk, please." You must give yourself permission to learn in the same, natural way. It is the best way. It is the kindest way. So, here's your next challenge. Today, consciously with purpose, form 5 simple English sentences in your head about how you feel or what you are doing. It can be as simple as, "I am sitting on a chair." "I am listening to a podcast." "This is interesting." By doing this one small thing, you are building the road. You are laying the tracks for English to become a language of thought, not just a language of translation. You are doing an amazing job. Let's continue to the next step. Step 3. Narrate your life in English. This next step is so powerful, and it can be very fun. In step 2, we made simple sentences. Now, we will turn those simple sentences into a story, a continuous stream of thought. You will become the narrator of your own movie, the movie of your life, and the language of the narration will be English. This is maybe the best habit you can build, because it makes you practice thinking in English all day long, in real time. You will create a constant English voice in your head. This voice describes what you are doing, what you are seeing, and what you are thinking as you are doing it. Let's take a simple, everyday activity, like making breakfast. As you walk into your kitchen, your inner voice, your narrator, can say this: "Okay, I'm in the kitchen now. I am hungry. I want to make some eggs. I'm opening the refrigerator. I see milk and juice. I'm taking out 2 eggs. Now, I need a pan. Here is a pan. I am putting the pan on the stove. Do you see?" It is a story, a simple story of your morning. Let's imagine another situation. You are getting ready for work. Your inner narrator can say, "I need to take a shower. The water is warm. Ah, that feels good. Now, I am drying myself with a towel. The towel is soft. What should I wear today? I will wear the blue shirt. It looks nice. I like this shirt." What about when you are walking outside, down the street? Your narrator can say, "I am walking to the bus stop now. The street is busy today. There are so many cars. I see a red car and a blue car. The sky is gray. I think it might rain. I hope I have my umbrella." Do you see what is happening here? You are turning normal, boring moments into active English practice. Instead of your mind just being empty or thinking in your native language, you are choosing to direct it. You are purposefully telling it to think in English. This is how you build the mental muscle, the English thinking muscle. You can do this silently in your head all day. Nobody knows you are doing it. It is your private practice space. There is zero pressure. No one is judging you. But I also want to encourage you to do something else. Spend a few minutes every day doing it out loud. When you are alone in your home or in your car or in the shower, speak your narration. Say, "I am washing the dishes now. This plate is very dirty. I need more soap." When you speak thoughts out loud, you connect your brain to your mouth. You connect the mental process to the physical act of speaking. This makes the new pathways in your brain even stronger. This technique directly trains you to create thoughts in English quickly. This is the exact skill you need in a real conversation. This is how you prepare for success. You are doing so well. These steps are simple, but they are powerful. Take a deep breath. We are about to move to our next big step. This step is about how you learn new words. But first, if you are finding these steps helpful, if this plan feels good and clear to you, please take 1 second to like this episode or subscribe to the channel. When you do that, it helps the podcast grow. It helps other English learners find this simple plan, and it helps you remember to join us for our next episode. Thank you for that. Okay, are you ready for step 4? Let's go. Step 4, change your dictionary. This step is about a very common tool, the dictionary, but we are going to change how you use it. This step fights a very big problem, a problem that keeps you in the translation trap. That problem is the bilingual dictionary. A bilingual dictionary is one that translates. You look up an English word, and it gives you the word in your native language. When you do this, you are practicing the exact habit we want to break. You are making the connection. New English word, native language word. We must break this chain. We must cut this connection. To do that, you need to make a very important change. You must switch from a bilingual dictionary to a monolingual English to English dictionary. A dictionary that explains English words using other English words. This change is a game changer. It will change everything for you. Here is why. Let's imagine you see a new word. The word is exhausted. E-X-H-A-U-S-T-E-D. Exhausted. If you look up exhausted in a bilingual dictionary, you will just get one word, the word for it in your language. Your brain learns that exhausted equals that one word. The connection is made to your language. But if you look up exhausted in an English to English learner's dictionary, it is a different experience. Learners' dictionaries are special. They are made for students like you. They use simple words in their definitions. You can find them free online, like the Merriam-Webster Learner's Dictionary or the Oxford Learner's Dictionary. In that dictionary, you will see a definition like this: extremely tired. Do you see the difference? This is a totally new way of learning. Instead of linking exhausted to your language, your brain now links it to other English words you already know. Words like extremely and tired. You are building a web of connections, a network, and this whole network is inside the English language. The new word is now part of an English family. It is not a lonely word that needs translation. This does a few amazing things for you. First, it helps you understand the word better. Reading the definition in English gives you a much deeper feeling for the word's meaning. Second, you learn new words in the definitions themselves. Maybe you learn extremely, and most importantly, it forces you to stay in English mode. Your brain does not switch back and forth between two languages. You have an English question. What does exhausted mean? And you get an English answer. It means extremely tired. You are solving an English problem with an English solution. I know this can feel harder at first. It can feel slower than just getting a quick translation. But that slowness is a good thing. That slowness is your brain doing the hard, important work. It is building new roads, new pathways. You are not just finding a word. You are strengthening your entire English brain. So your challenge for this step is simple. From today, from this moment on, when you see a new English word, your first action is to look it up in an English Play PC. To English Learner's Dictionary. Make it your new habit. This one small change is one of the most powerful things you can do. It will help you start thinking like an English speaker. You are doing great. Let's keep going. Step 5. Use your active English inner voice. In Step 3, we talked about narrating your life. That was like being a reporter, describing what is happening. It is a little passive. Now we will upgrade that. We will make your inner voice active. This is more than just describing what you see. This is about using English for your real thoughts, for your decisions, for your plans, for solving problems. This is where you tell your brain, on purpose. Okay, brain. For the next few minutes, we will think about this problem only in English. You consciously switch the language of your thoughts. Instead of letting your brain use your native language by default, you make it use English. For example, you can start your day by planning it in English. In your head, ask yourself these questions in English. Okay, what do I have to do today? First, I need to check my email. Then I have a meeting at 11 a.m. After that, I should go to the supermarket. What should I make for lunch today? Maybe I will have a sandwich. You are planning your day a normal, everyday activity, but you are doing it in English. Here is another example. When you need to make a decision, think about it in English. Should I go to the gym tonight? Or should I just go home and relax? Well, I am feeling pretty tired. Maybe I should go home. But I know I will feel better after I exercise. Okay, I will go to the gym. But just for a short time, you are using English to think, to weigh your options, or when you are thinking about something that happened, use English. That was a good meeting. I think my team liked my idea. I explained my point well. How could I have said that a little better next time? Or for a small, everyday problem. Oh no, I cannot find my wallet. Where is it? Where did I see it last? Did I leave it in the car? I should check my jacket pocket first. Ah, here it is. Good. The most important part here is to use simple, natural English. Use English that is at your level, or just a little bit above your level. Do not try to have a deep philosophical debate with yourself. Not yet. The goal is to make simple, functional English the tool your brain uses, the tool it uses to organize its thoughts. If you do this every day, something amazing will start to happen. After some time, you will not have to force this inner voice anymore. It will just appear on its own. Naturally, you will be walking and you will find yourself thinking, "What time is it?" in English, without even trying. You will be cooking and think, "This smells good." Automatically, that is the moment. That is the magic moment you know it is working. You know you are truly, deeply changing your brain. That is the beginning of thinking automatically in English, and you can get there. Now, for our final step. Step 6. Build your personal English world. This final step is all about your environment, the world around you. This step supports all the other 5 steps. Many people think that to be immersed in English, you have to move to an English-speaking country, like the United States or Canada or the UK. That is a myth. That is not true. You can create a powerful English world, an immersion bubble, right where you are now, in your own home, in your own city. The goal is to make English a normal part of your day, an unavoidable part of your life. The more you are surrounded by English, the more your brain will just accept it. It will stop seeing English as a foreign language. It will see it as a normal language to use every day. Here's a simple checklist. Things you can do to build your English bubble, starting today. First, and this is so easy and so powerful, change the language on all your devices to English. Your phone, your computer, your tablet, your social media apps, switch them all to English. Think about it. You spend hours on these devices every day. Every time you look at your phone, every notification, every menu, every button, it will be a tiny English lesson. You will learn words like settings, inbox, send, delete, like, and comment without even trying. This is one of the easiest and best things you can do. Please try it today. Second, consume English media every single day. This is our first principle in action. Listen to a lot of English. Find a podcast in English that is interesting to you, like this one, or a YouTube channel. Make sure it is at your level, not too hard. Listen when you are driving, or cooking, or cleaning your home. Start watching TV shows and movies in English. At first, it is okay to use English subtitles. This is very helpful. It connects the sounds you hear to the words you see. As you get more comfortable, try to watch for 5 minutes with no subtitles, then 10 minutes. Challenge yourself a little. Listen to music in English. Find songs you love. Look up the lyrics, the words, read them, and sing along. This is a very fun way to learn new words and natural phrases. Third, create English. Only times or spaces. This is a fun little game you can play with yourself. You can decide from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. every evening. It is English only time. During that 1 hour, no native language. You only read, watch, or listen to English. Or you could create an English chair in your home. Maybe it is a cozy armchair in your living room. When you are sitting in that chair, it is an English-only zone. You can only use your phone in English, or read an English book, or listen to an English podcast. By doing these things, you are sending a very clear message to your brain. You're saying, brain, English is not just a school subject. It is part of my world now. It is here to stay. This constant daily exposure is what helps you finally make the switch. The switch from translating to thinking. Part 4. What to do when it feels hard. Now, as you start this journey, I want to be honest with you. I want to be real with you. It is not always an easy, smooth road. Sometimes you will find it difficult. You will hit roadblocks, things that make you feel frustrated. But if you know what these problems are before they happen, you will have the power to move past them. You will know what to do. Let's talk about the 4 most common problems and how to solve them. Problem number 1. I keep thinking in my native language. You will be trying to narrate your day in English. I am walking to the kitchen. And then suddenly a big wave of thoughts in your native language comes. It just takes over. This is normal. This is 100% normal. Your native language is a habit you have had your whole life. It is a very strong habit. The solution is not to be angry with yourself. Please do not say, "Oh, I am so bad at this." No, the solution is to be gentle and patient, and to kindly guide your brain back to English, like guiding a lost child. One strategy is to start smaller. If thinking in full sentences feels too hard right now, go back to step 1. Just label things, just one word. Chair, table, light. Then go to step 2, a tiny sentence. I am tired. It is late. When your native language comes in, just notice it. Say hello to it. And then gently create one very small, simple thought in English. That is a victory. Another great technique is to use English audio as a background sound. Put on an English podcast or a news station at a very low volume while you work or clean. You do not have to listen carefully to every word. The goal is just to have the sound of English in the air around you. This keeps your brain in a kind of English mode, and it makes it easier to think your English thoughts. Problem number 2. I get stuck. I don't know the word. This is a very common reason people go back to translating. You are trying to think of a sentence, I am making pasta, and I need the you hit a word you do not know. Your brain panics and it quickly switches to your native language to find the answer. The solution here is a beautiful skill. It is the art of describing around the word. This means instead of giving up, you train yourself to explain what you mean using the simple English words you do know. Let's go back to our pasta example. You are cooking. You cannot remember the word colander. That is the bowl with holes to drain water. Do not stop your English thought. Describe it. Think. I need the metal bowl with the holes. I use it to get the water out of the pasta. You did it. You kept thinking in English. Let's try another one. You forget the word pharmacy. Describe it. Think. I have to go to the store where you buy medicine. This is an amazing skill to have. It keeps you in English mode. It makes you creative, and it is exactly what native speakers do when they forget a word. Later, when you have time, you can look up the word in your English to English dictionary, of course. Problem number 3. I feel like I am not getting better. Changing your brain is a slow, quiet, internal process. It is not always visible on the outside. Some days you will feel like you are not making any progress. You will feel like your English is still the same. This can make you feel very sad and unmotivated. The problem is that our feelings are not always true. The changes are happening, but they are so small day by day that you do not notice them. The solution is to track your progress with proof. You cannot trust your feelings. You need real data. The best way to do this is to record yourself speaking once a week. Just once. Take your phone and record a 1-minute audio of yourself. Just talk in English. Describe your day. Talk about a movie you watched. Talk about anything. Then save that recording. Give it a name like week 1 and do not listen to it. Next week, do it again. Week 2, the week after week 3, the week after week 4. After 1 month, or maybe 2 months, go back and listen to your first recording from week 1. Then listen to your newest recording from this week. The improvement will be clear. It will be obvious. You will hear that you are a little faster. You hesitate a little less. Your sentences sound a little more natural. This hard proof, this real evidence of your progress, it is the best motivation you can find. It will show you that your hard work is making a difference. Problem number 4. I am so scared of making mistakes in front of people. This fear is powerful. It can feel like a prison. It can make you stay silent. And when you are silent, you are not practicing. You are not growing. The solution is to build your confidence in safe, low-pressure places first. All the steps we have talked about today, labeling your world, narrating your day, thinking to yourself, these are all your private training ground, your secret gym for English. You can make 1,000 mistakes in your head and nobody in the world will ever know. This is your safe space, your place to practice and get better without any fear. Then you need to change how you think about mistakes. A mistake is not a bad thing. A mistake is not a measure of your intelligence. You are so intelligent. A mistake is proof. It is proof that you are trying. It is proof that you are pushing yourself. It is proof that you are brave. Every fluent English speaker you admire, they have made millions of mistakes. Millions. They are not fluent because they were perfect. They are fluent because they were persistent. They just kept going. So please try to welcome your mistakes. See them as your teachers. They show you where you need to grow. Embrace them as a necessary and good part of the learning game. We have covered so much today. We have learned a lot together. We talked about why translating in your head is a problem. We learned 5 simple principles to guide us, and we walked through a complete 6-step program to retrain your brain. If you remember only one thing from our time together today, please let it be this. Thinking in English is not a magic talent. It is not something you are born with. It is a skill, a mental skill that you can train. It is a habit, and just like any habit, it can be built with small, daily, and gentle effort. You do not have to be perfect. You just have to be persistent. You just have to keep going. Start today. After this podcast ends, label the objects around you. Form one simple sentence in your head. Narrate the next 5 minutes of your day. Look up one new word in an English dictionary. Each of these tiny actions is a vote. A vote for the person you want to become. A confident, natural, and happy English speaker. Be patient with yourself. Be kind to yourself. You are not just learning a language. You are building a new mind. You are changing the way you experience the world. That is a beautiful and amazing thing. Progress is not always fast, but with these small, daily habits, progress is guaranteed. It will happen. Before you go, I have a small challenge for you. I want you to put this into practice right now. Use step 1 and step 2. Go to the comments section of this episode and write 1 or 2 simple English sentences. Tell me about the room you are in right now. It can be so simple. I am in my bedroom. My desk is brown. The wall is white. This is your first step. This is you starting the process today. I would love to read your sentences. And if this episode gave you a clear and helpful plan, please take a moment to hit the like button or leave a review. Your support helps me create more guides like this one to help you. Thank you. Thank you so much for investing this time in yourself. You are wonderful. Keep practicing. Keep being brave. See you next time, my friend.